4 cylinder blocks, 3 mics, 6 feet, 30 toes, 30 hands, 3 dudes. Let's hear what they have to say.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, good to be here.
We don't know what episode
This is episode
guys. We're
bullshit.
Episode fill in.
This is unprofessional bullshit episode 1.
This is our pre-recorded episode because we wanted to have one of these in the bank for a week we couldn't record. So this is that episode. So
Here
anything in this episode is probably filmed weeks before you're seeing it.
Yeah. Maybe
Liam-
a month.
Liam's making himself comfortable.
I'm so cozy.
He looks like he's in a
Liam,
slumber back there.
I'll be right here this whole
How
time.
right are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10?
11. I am correct right now. I am feeling correct. Shout out to Spencer. Shout out to Spencer for fucking saying that after I gave him a haircut. If anyone listening to this needs a haircut, let me know.
Are you a barber?
You know
I'm
that's
an aspiring barber in my spare time.
I talked about this with somebody over the weekend. You are going to give me a haircut and we're going to put it on the 3 dudes.
You're gonna cut his head on his hair too.
Oh yeah, top and bottom.
Cut his head on his hair. Cut the hair on his
Hair on his
head.
head. Fuck.
I'm shaving down the carpet and the
Like
drapes.
that's going to be a clip. Like we're going to do that.
Let's go. Yeah, dude, I'm clean. I'm clean with the clippers. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Should we throw on the photo of last year when?
Oh my God. Yeah. Do it. I don't give a shit.
We'll put the picture of Broden's haircut that he had.
Whenever this airs, but yeah, we already talked about me shitting my pants, so why not have that on there?
Are we having that in the?
Do we have to?
in the
You know
mob
what?
episode?
I don't give a shit.
Everyone shits their pants.
I do give a shit, clearly.
Apparently,
You give too
you
much
do.
shit when you shouldn't.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think that if you're not shitting yourself at least once a month, I don't think you're taking enough risks in life.
You're not holding it too long as you should.
And you know what? I trusted so hard on that fart that
Shunta.
Dude,
Yeah.
it happens to everybody. We need to act like we need to make it the normal. It's kind of like the Bell Let's Talk of
Dude,
shitting
no,
your pants.
it's kind of like the fucking small dong movement by the party bros. You know I mean?
What is it? Fucking.
yeah, I didn't sign up for that.
Ho ho! Small dog Seamus got to go.
Hey. No, I was.
That's what it is. Everybody shits themselves. Nobody wants to talk about it, and I'll be the forefront for it.
I don't know why they would. This last week I was at work and
Shit.
oh my God, fell down the bottom of my pant leg. I had to shit real bad. So it was 2 hours before we left work and I said, you know what? Okay, I gotta shit. You know what? The feeling just hit me. So when it just hits you, you're like, okay, I can manage that. I can manage. And then it got to about an hour before work and before I was off. So before I'm off work, I still have to drive another hour back home to get to my home toilet, which is where obviously everyone aspires to be.
So pause.
Pause. Hey, you prefer your own.
Always. So I'm fucking sitting there and it's like an hour before work and I look at this young guy. He's a young apprentice that just started working with me. And I look at him and I go, man, I gotta shit so bad. I gotta shit, dude. And he goes, just go take a shit. The porta potty's right there. And I go, no.
Can't do that.
I'm 2 hours away. We're an hour away from being off work, and then I'm an hour away from being at home. I can survive.
So you're like, I'm about to shit my pants to I can make it 2 hours.
I can, yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
absolutely.
how do you hold the shit that long?
You don't think
When
about it.
I get the urge, I go, maybe 10 minutes.
No, if
Maybe.
it's bad, it depends. It depends on the shit. If it's bad, if I've had a lot of Thai food the day before, it's now.
That's another thing. What did you have the night before?
Exactly.
Did you drink a little bit? Did you eat some spicy stuff?
But some people are holders.
I can hold.
You're a holder.
I can hold
you
my
are
shit.
a holder.
Can
And
hold
you know
this.
what? God bless you because you are like the forefront of holders.
I hold it until my time. Like it's almost like when you go to the DMV and you have an appointment set for a certain time and they're like, we'll see you at 2:00, sir. I have to. The bathroom won't let me in until my appointment.
Guaranteed.
I think that's why you have a nice dumper. Is because you
So much
hold
shit in it?
so much. Yeah, there's so much poop in it.
Store up my cheeks.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
and
Good.
maybe that'll be another one of our episodes is
Storing shit in your ass cheeks.
no Benny's dumper.
He is stored in the balls.
It's Benny's dumper because
That's got to be. That's an
One-
episode worth
hey.
having.
Pee is
Dave
stored
and
in the
A,
balls.
one of the nicest
Oh my
butts
god,
you've ever seen is Easton's.
remarkable.
You're
Yeah,
making me blush here.
dude, you do. Just own it.
I do own it. But anyways, back to your.
So I got to be the end of the workday. So it's
End of the work.
We're
end of
done
the
working.
work.
We're
I just
tired.
put my last nail in.
It's 5:00 something, and
Somewhere.
yeah, we drive back to Minot, a little over an hour, and we get back there and we gotta take the trailer off. We brought a trailer out to the job site. We gotta unload it at the shop.
Untrailer it.
Yeah, untrailer it.
As you do.
I get done unloading it, and I look at the apprentice again, and I look at him and I go, and oh, dude, my face. I was like,
I've seen
And
it.
It's like,
and he's
the
like-
harder you bite down on your teeth, the more it goes
he's-
back in your ass.
he looks at me and he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I go, "I got a shit so bad."
You're turtle heading at this
Yeah.
point.
And he goes, "Dude," I said, "Okay, listen, I'm gonna go home."
You started meditating.
And I just left and I took off. And that's
On
the moral of
foot?
the story.
On
No,
foot?
no, I got on my truck. I got on my truck and then I drove across town back home. And I sat down. I pooped.
Did you make it home?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, I don't know if I've ever shat myself. When would it have been? I can actually. I
so
can.
lonely on this island.
I
No, you're
remember
not.
actually.
No, you're not.
I remember now the
so
last time
long.
I did. I remember vividly, actually, now that we talked about it.
You want to get into it?
I'll tell you right now. So I was a very young.
Guys, hold on, pause. We promise this episode is not about
the
shitting
episode's
your
not going to
pants.
revolve around this entire topic.
This episode revolves
Somehow.
around how stupid we are as a collective.
No, we're just, yeah.
Collectively,
throw me a beer.
Liam, what are we?
We need,
I can't say it. I can't say it. But as a collective,
We are.
oh,
damn.
there's a video, there's a TikTok video of a guy
of that
throwing.
girl.
Yes. Wow. Throws a beer across a party at like Ohio State.
Girl
and she
snags it with one hand.
and then turns
We've
around.
all seen it. We've all seen it. Both.
And
And
I'm
she
like,
turns and looks at the camera and you go,
the hottest thing ever,
Might
man.
be in love. Yeah.
yeah, that's how you fall in love.
everybody
Wow.
ever.
She literally like Odell Beckham Jr. snags it.
Snagged it and then handed
Hands
it
it
over
to him.
and gave the most sincere smile.
Just
Where it's
like-
like, "You're welcome." And I'm like,
Like the girl
Like,
you've
I know I'm
known
hot.
forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the girl next door vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where I was going.
So, anyways, you shit your pants.
So
Sorry, let's
back
hear
when
it.
I shit my pants. So let's get back to the topic at hand. Here. I
he
was
was holding in his shit so
I was
hard.
probably
He's sweating.
12, 11, 12,
God,
maybe years old.
fuck.
right in your window of shitting your pants all the time.
Yeah, right where it's
I
still
was-
acceptable.
I
It's
was-
still okay to shit your pants around that age.
I was
People
20,
don't judge you for it.
I was 20.
Broden's like, I was guessing.
I was 21.
I'm here 10 years
In my
later.
defense, I was violently hungover.
It's okay.
I get that. I get that completely.
I wish we could, dude. Can we title that episode where we talk about me shitting myself? That I was violently hungover,
Yeah.
like episode whatever.
So, guys, for
Bro,
you,
Did you cut it? Were you going to cut it or no?
no, we're
we're not
leaving it in
cutting
there.
it,
We
yeah.
left it in there.
Okay.
So, for the people listening, we are filming this episode right after episode 17, the mob episode. And if you guys have heard that episode, Liam told the
Liam
story about.
aired me out
I'm
so bad.
So sorry.
He told the story about Broden shitting his pants on the golf course. But honestly, it
And then
happens.
on that episode, we didn't talk about, like, it was just me shitting myself at the golf course, right? But we didn't talk about how extremely hungover and how much I had to drink the night before.
Fair.
But you know what?
Which
it was
is
a
lit-
funny story, so I'm willing to wear that for the sake of us.
Which is a little bit of an explanation for shitting your pants. But I mean, it's
I
a
mean,
little,
yeah.
I guess.
I trusted a fart.
It happens.
Yeah, never do that.
Everybody's
It
trusted a
happens.
fart.
Yeah. It happens.
Once. And then you learn
There
not
you go.
to.
And
Never do it
boom,
again.
I haven't done it since.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what you learn. You know.
Yeah, you got to.
You grow up in that moment
It's a feeling.
specifically. In the moment of you looking back and saying, wow, my buddy has a video of me with a brown spot on my shorts.
It's a feeling out process.
You grow up
Yeah.
so much.
You become a different man.
you
That's-
do.
You learn
do.
a lot about life with
you
one
learn-
shit pants.
You learn a lot about yourself in some fucking blue shorts.
Okay, Liam, before you tell your story, I'm going to tell my story.
Go ahead.
So the last time I was near shitting my pants was in high school. And this is as close as I've been since, I think. And one time I shit my etnies in a hot tub, actually.
You're at,
Is that,
In my
that's what I
etnies.
thought I heard him say
In
too.
my etnies, the shoes.
yeah.
that's what I thought you
Well,
said.
yeah, what?
Yeah, I'll tell that story after.
Okay.
But
There's another
this time,
story.
when I was
shit.
talking to this girl in high school, and usually like I had a curfew that my parents would give me in high school when I was talking to chicks and I'd have to leave their house.
Only when you were in a relationship? If you weren't?
Yeah. Oh man, it was a wild time.
If
I
it
could
was
do
just,
whatever.
I'm going out with my friends, it was be whatever.
No, curfew for everything. But in this particular instance, I was at a girl's house and I'd left at like 8:37, right? Like an hour and 13 minutes before I needed to be home. It's usually like 10 o'clock, 10:30 if I push
9:50?
No, 10 o'clock, 10:30 if I push my limits. And I told her I had to leave. I don't know what excuse I made up, but I was this close to shitting my pants. And I couldn't shit at her house. No one shits at someone else's house, right?
Not true.
I mean, I don't if I don't have to.
I do now.
I don't shit at somebody else's house.
I will
had
try.
that struggle.
You literally shit at my house today. So.
Okay, that's different.
Oh, you're talking girl.
Sure.
Okay.
But I will shit at your house whenever.
Yeah.
That's
but like
I've
I
shit
try
at
not
your
to.
house since I was a child.
I don't shit anywhere but my house if I can help it. So anyways, I'm driving home and I have this 1992 Honda Accord.
I miss that thing.
And you know, this is a piece of shit car. Yeah. And I'm driving home and you know how usually, hold on.
Why is it a piece of shit?
Just
what color was it?
It's brown. It was brown. It was brown. It was brown with maroon interiors. And you know how usually when you drive a car, you sit in the chair?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Normally, you sit on the
seat. Yeah, in the seat. I wasn't at that time. I was fully extended out, clenching my cheeks so I could hold it in the best of my ability. And I was like locked into the gas pedal. And I was driving down 16th Street. And I knew at like the lights from 16th and Burdick, kind of by the high school.
So for those of you that don't know, 16th Street in our town is one of the busiest streets in town.
Yeah. And I'm driving down and it's a red light. And I'm like, fuck, of course I hit a red light. Why? Why wouldn't I? You know?
Of course.
Eventually I get to my parents' house. I'm living at my parents' house at the time. And the way I was walking into their house was full cheek clench, heels together, penguin waddle, and immediately got in the door. And usually when I get home, my parents would be like, oh, how was it? Blah, blah. And
you got to have a conversation.
Downstairs. Yeah, downstairs. Yes. Ripped the gate. We had a dog gate upstairs, grabbed it, like kind of threw it to the left downstairs. I think before I actually even, my cheeks even hit the porcelain.
You were already shitting.
It was shooting in. Yeah.
Dude, I've had that so many times. There was a guy that told me a story.
He's like, every Wednesday, man.
I swear to God.
Tuesday nights we go to this Thai place. Dude, I can't even get out of it.
And I don't know. I'm gonna, I'll wear this. I think that I have a bowel movement problem because sometimes when I eat certain foods, it'll be less than an hour after, and I just have to go. And it's crazy. It's like, I don't know if it's a medical condition or something like that.
For me, it's Qdoba and
it could
night train.
Really?
Night train's a big one. There's a lot of grease in that. But
yeah, I mean, the grease plays a factor.
But there's, like you get home and like your parents are like, want to talk to you. And you're like,
bye.
Shut the fuck up.
Gotta go.
I have never had so much shit in my ass muscle before.
Priorities to take care of. And that's all right. They understand. Because then you come back up and you're empty and then you...
And then my parents always think, what are you trying to hide? Because they were like really, kind of hover.
Trying to hide this like that. Stain
and I think maybe it's because the people that came before me out of my parents' loins weren't that great sometimes.
They were doing...
So I got shoveled on with the extra suspiciousness,
Yeah. They thought they knew.
Yeah.
But really...
because like unlike you, I'm the youngest. Yeah. So they've been through it a few times.
Yeah, they just thought they had a kid that...
Which is like, my parents weren't bad parents. They were good parents.
Oh, yeah. And they just didn't know they had a kid that didn't know how to control his ass.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not trying to smoke drugs in your bathroom. I'm trying to shit.
I'm trying to find a toilet, man.
Yeah.
Please.
But yeah, maybe let's move away from poop topic because that's not what this episode's on.
What about my fucking...
What is this episode?
Yeah. Start with you. Okay. Finish that story. Finish that story.
I felt like I was just trying to start a lawnmower.
Yeah, was it a dirt bike right there?
Yeah.
Finish your story and then we'll move on.
I think probably the last time I shit myself, I was 10, 11, 12, whatever.
Use all the ages.
Young age range. All of the above.
I didn't really shit myself.
Me and my dad and my dog run out at the lake, meeting up with one of my dad's buddies who had a couple young kids with him. We're all doing a little fishing trip for the weekend, this and that. And my dog, a German wire hair pointer, doesn't really take too kindly to other people that aren't like his family kind of deal.
Yep.
So very, very, very defensive.
Like the mob.
Yeah, like the mob. any of my friends that would come over, he would hate all of my friends until he finally got used to them. They'd have to come over multiple times.
Okay.
So
He liked me.
after a while, so I think so. We fed him after we got done. It was at the end of the day. We fed my dog, and then my dad's friend, his young kid, came over and tried to like pet my dog while it was eating, which is also a big no-no.
You
Yep.
never do that.
And my dog lashed out and bit him. And it was a young kid. It was not good. Like bit him like it was really weird. Like bit him in the chest, and it was like really like and it poked through the skin of his chest, and like almost got to his esophagus. And it was really really. I mean, it was bad.
Deep
It was scary.
bite.
Yeah, it was
A
scary.
deep bite.
Yeah, but it's like it's never an aggressive bite. It's always a like get away from me. Like,
Yeah.
it's a defensive like I don't want to attack you, but you're just in my area. Like get away.
It's a
Yeah.
warning almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
like, hey, I can bite your head off your head. Your neck off your head. Your head off your neck.
yeah, could. It's like get away.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
But I don't want to, but I will.
I
And I
could
mean-
if I had to.
And like
Yeah.
super like I mean it sucks to go through that and have that story and that
And
experience
and a
because
lot
you
of
don't
those-
ever want that to happen.
And that's the thing. That's like a lot of those situations. Like it's usually never the dog's fault.
No,
So where does the shit come in?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the end of the story. I'm like,
No.
who shit themselves?
Fuck's sakes, no, that's not the fucking.
It's usually never the dog's fault.
no.
Like
and
you could
that's-
almost like go back and like, yeah, as a dog, like they were probably just doing what a dog would do.
it only makes sense to them. Like of course it doesn't make sense to you because you're not a dog, but it's like. Of course, the dog, like the only thing it knows is
Oh, I'm a dog.
This is my family in a different aspect. This is my family. This is who
Thank
I want to protect. This and that.
This
And
is
so-
who I fuck with.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you almost can't train it out of them. Like I mean, it's seldom you have.
Could
to
you
have-
train it out of a human?
You'd
Like to forget their family?
Probably not. I
Exactly.
mean, they know. I mean, but it's like if you have like a young dog, like you'd have to expose them to so many people and different experiences for them to grow up calm. But that's where it's like different breeds experience different exposure, like they're different
tendencies, like
yeah.
instincts.
I mean, like blue tick healers. So blue tick healer dogs, like they're always like they're cattle herding dogs, so they're naturally aggressive, stuff like that.
they nip at things.
Yeah, that's all they know.
Okay. No, I'm just glad you guys
Enjoy
are past.
this.
No, I am, but you guys been back and forth for like 30 seconds. Where I was looking at you guys like, all right, here we go.
But I mean, do you understand?
Yeah, now I
You
do.
get
Yeah.
you get what I'm getting at.
Yes.
So like different like golden retrievers are so docile. Like they don't understand any.
They're just
analysis
fucking
or this
dumb.
and that. They're just
Like pit
there.
bulls to
They
golden
just
retriever.
love-
Yes.
Pit bulls are one of the most
just-
loving breeds of
Yeah,
dogs.
it's-
Your pit bull's a
stereotypical.
big idiot.
Okay, but
super loving.
You can look at the statistics, and pit bulls are the most loving breed of. They like test in like what do they call it?
Cryogenic chambers.
Like
behavioral.
They are one of the nicest dog breeds.
Pit bulls?
Yes, like they have one of the the highest tolerances.
What are your
for-
sources?
What are my sources?
A crack pipe.
No, but I've read in a couple different articles that pit bulls are like one of the nicest dog breeds to own. That are like better.
Who wrote
with,
the article?
Better with AKC. One of
Casey, did you just say?
them. AKC.
AKC, American Kennel.
Oh, I thought he said Casey. I'm like, who's Casey?
KC.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like. Anyway, go back.
All right, pit bulls are nice. Liam,
Yeah.
let's go.
So, all right, end of the story. So, bit this kid in the chest. Kid was crying. Kid was freaking out. We had to rush this kid to the hospital. I was petrified. I was scared. I was young. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was so scared. A little bit of shit came out. And that's it. I mean, in the midst of everything.
Where were you?
I was at Partial.
hospital.
I was at Partial. No, I was at Partial Bay.
Where did you shit yourself though?
At Partial.
Okay, and
Like-
then at the
like
hospital, you drove to the hospital with
No,
shit
no,
on your
no, no.
pants.
I didn't. No, I didn't go to the hospital.
Oh, they did.
The guy whose kid got bit, they drove to the hospital.
Okay.
How old are you?
10, 11, 12.
He's like 24.
Fuck.
I was young. I was
young.
I was too young to process that emotion, so that was my immediate natural reaction.
And too old to be allowed to shit yourself.
yeah, not quite.
Right in the no man's land.
There was still a
I
cuss
was
to
still
where, like,
too young to to process
Are you ever too young?
how
Do
drunk
you ever
I
get?
was.
I mean,
How
I think you get
hungover I
too.
was.
I think you get too old.
Bullshit.
No,
how
no,
how
no,
many
no,
times
no,
do you
no,
look
no.
at a old man's home, old folks' home,
he shits
and
himself
he
and
shits
you're like,
himself,
yeah,
and you go, too old.
Too old. That's
Can't
not.
shit himself.
Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't mean to go there with that.
I was
analogy.
old folks' home level shitting myself. Okay, you know
Every
what?
day.
It's funny in life. You get to a
To
point
this
where,
day. To the day.
in life you get to a point like 0 to 10 is the same as being like 80 to 90.
Yep.
Same. The people treat you the same.
Yeah.
Shit your pants. Don't say words right. Drool. All of it. You can do it when you're 0 to 10 or 80 to 90.
You won't drink
That's
anything.
funny. I never thought about it
Isn't
like
it?
that. That's funny.
And like there's an age from like 10 to 80 where you have to be.
You're not
a
allowed to wear a diaper.
Yeah, function.
10 to 80, you can't wear a diaper.
Yeah,
Anywhere
80
outside of that, you can wear one.
Yeah, 0 to 10 and 80 plus. Fucking strap a diaper
Holy
on
shit,
and go
but
wherever
what-
you want.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, there's people out there that like, when did you stop breastfeeding your kid? And they say, oh, he was like
38 months.
48 months?
Some stupid.
way
like
more
that.
than
Oh, so
that.
he's
And
4?
they say like fucking 96 months, and you're like, he's 8.
He's 112 months.
He's
Oh, so the kid has his own home.
he's 9.5.
Yeah.
He brought out his own loan for a car, and you let him suck on your tit.
So this.
That TikTok that I sent you guys.
Stop.
Oh
Stop.
yeah.
My turn, big man.
Yeah. So to give you guys a little context, if you're still listening to this
I
episode,
cannot believe you're still listening.
If you are,
nonsense.
Yeah,
If you are.
shitting myself.
if
This
you've
is-
listened to us talk about
it's
shitting
just
our pants, or
Us being us.
well, this is our nonsense episode where we're just kind of riffing on things that are going on, some stories we have in life, and just kind of a filler episode if we need it one day. So, if you've listened this far, I assume you're going to go through the whole thing, and we wish you, we bid you
Dedicated.
adieu.
Thank you.
We bid you adieu. So, one thing I wanted to talk about, future of 3 dudes.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, we have some plans. We just did a live stream talking about the plans. At
We
this
had
point,
tens of viewers.
yeah, tens of viewers. We got banned from TikTok, which is
Almost
Which is
immediately.
crazy.
Yeah, almost immediately.
Less than 15 minutes, we got banned.
yeah, 14 minutes and like 27 seconds, I think it was. It told us.
Never forget.
Which I don't
it's
know-
like 9/11 almost. It might be worse than 9/11. Us getting banned from TikTok.
I don't think it's worse than 9/11. I think less people died on our live stream on TikTok than people did.
Dude, people gotta die at some point, okay? How many people got
Damn.
stopped from being famous in 9/11?
All right. What?
I don't even
That's
know.
terrible. 9/11 was bad. I don't agree with terrorism. We must call upon all nations to stop terrorism.
Now watch this drive.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if we.
Oh my God. I don't know if this
Jesus Murphy. Oh shit! If you're watching this
I was
episode,
laughing too
me
hard.
and Broden were just states away from touching each other on that fucking high five.
guys.
We were states away from touching each other.
Hey, let's dial this back in here and talk about Dusty Baker. Okay.
Who?
Dusty Baker.
Who the
What about
fuck is
Dusty
Dusty
Baker?
Manager for the Astros.
The Astros just won the World Series. He invented the high five.
No, he didn't.
That is a true fact.
Shut up.
That is a true fact that Dusty Baker invented the high five. I don't know how.
Cite your sources. Nathan,
ASK.
God.
ask.
AKS. Casey. How did you say it?
AKC, the
AKC.
American Kennel Club, which
No.
has nothing to do with high fives.
Once Nathan comes back from his trip, he will tell
his
us
goal.
why Dusty Baker invented the high five. Okay. So Dusty Baker, he is 70,000 years old.
He's 70 something.
But like, here's the thing. I don't know what the actual ruling is on it. I'm kind of just throwing words out there until Nathan can actually I got my phone right here. I'll
So
just reach it.
Dusty Baker had waited. Here's a good story about him, considering the World Series. He just won it, right?
Yeah.
He had played or managed in over 4,000 games in the MLB and never been a part of a World Series. Never won it, right? And on this last play of the World Series, like yesterday night,
Yesterday
There-
night.
last night,
Last Friday night.
the last play of it, it was videoed him. There was a pop out to the outfield.
Yeah.
And what he did while everybody was celebrating, it happened. Like the fly ball went, and he just opened up his scorebook and wrote down the last play while everybody else was freaking out. and this guy had been in over 4,000 MLB games and just didn't give a shit. He just wrote it down in his scorebook, and everybody was freaking out, and he was just sitting there chilling.
Well, you got to make sure you get the scorecard correct.
Yeah, because that's what he needs to do, right?
Here's the Dusty Baker thing. I just Googled it.
Okay.
On this date in 1977, Dusty Baker hit his 30th home run of the season and was greeted at home plate by his teammate Glenn Burke with his hand in the air. Baker, not knowing what to do, slapped Burke's hand, and thus the high five was born. Dusty Baker slapped Burke's hand, and the rest is history.
No shit.
Yeah.
Don't you?
But what were people doing that before?
Hold on. Don't you?
Chest bump.
You and our buddy Noah Tate.
Yeah.
Like you high-fived one time in like 8th grade, and you agreed to never high-five again because it was the greatest high-five of all time. Have you guys high-fived since then?
Never. We haven't high-fived since then. The most perfect connection of a high-five I've ever had. Like if you could, I can't even describe it. I wish I had it on film. Our hands hit like this.
Are you sure?
The most perfect noise.
The perfect storm of a high-five.
Yeah. When worlds collide, like even that was off. I can't even do it with myself.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. You can't, because I think when you high five, so when you clap, you never clap even. You always clap down here. So that's what you have to hit, that perfect anomaly of fucking.
And me and Noah hit right there.
Because they got the one sound.
When you dap someone up and it makes that cup.
I'm making the noise right there.
Exactly. That's when you fucking hit a dap and you dab someone up and it makes that cup. Yeah. And just fucking, and it rings throughout the whole lunchroom.
But over the last probably 15 years,
8th
you
grade,
and Noah have never high-fived?
10 years, I'd say.
Oh, 10 or plus years, yeah.
And you never plus, just 10. Well,
10 years.
4 of high school, plus how long we've been out of high school?
6-7 years out of high school.
6, oh geez, yeah, probably 10, 12
10
years.
plus years, right?
Yeah. That's crazy. We high-fived, we have vouched, we said we can never high-five again.
And you haven't
since then. I haven't seen him since
then.
And
then all the years after that we played sports together.
Yeah, no.
And never high-fived.
Nope. And we can put him on the podcast and talk about it because literally the most perfect high five. And I forget about that actually until Dusty Baker.
I remember because I think that's the craziest thing. I remember because you told me that one time. I was like, that's dumb.
We were so dumbfounded. We were so dumbfounded at how perfect the high five was.
Just never did.
It almost breaks the sound barrier.
It was, if you could picture the most perfect high five noise, that's what it was.
Yeah. That to me is how it would feel like when you dap someone up, like when you go for that initial, like,
and you hear
the pop.
Yeah.
What's different between high-fiving somebody and dapping somebody up? What's the difference?
Just the vibe.
Skin color.
Just the vibe.
All right. All right.
I think the noise of the dap makes the difference between that and high five.
I think the noise is different between the two. For like if I gave you a solid high five, it's a lot higher pitched.
Yep.
But a solid dap is very.
It feels like
it carries louder.
It carries a lot further.
It fills the room.
A dap feels like you're in a basement.
I think it's something about the cup of the hands.
Yeah.
It's
and
perfect.
I think the feeling of it follows the noise. Like you hear it, and then like after you feel it, because like you feel it, and like you give them that little shake, and you're like, holy fuck!
I'm almost getting goosebumps thinking about the feeling of when me and Noah high five.
Yeah,
because like the way I can still feel it, the most perfect connection of our hands.
Yep.
It was something.
You don't forget it. You don't forget it. I don't think
you don't forget it.
Like I don't think anyone has hit more cleaner daps than me and Austin Burkhardt. And
really?
And a close second would probably be you. Because I mean, me and Austin, we always, every time we see each other,
just perfect it.
Hit that. Yeah, every time. There's something about it, we hit it consistently.
And it's something
I think
you do.
That's the thing. Like to get a good dap, like you have to have a deeper connection.
You just know.
Yeah.
Because you just understand. Like,
and this is coming serious. You laugh at this, but
no, I'm laughing at something else.
Dude, shut up. Shut up for like 8 seconds.
No. I'll explain it after you have this conversation. I'll explain it after this.
I think the closer you are with somebody and like the more you know them,
you're better
the cleaner that shit is.
Yeah, you 100%. learn. You learn about that dap. You're coming in at the same speed. You know where to place your hands. You already
okay, I can laugh with you now. Keep going. But
and you gain a consistency
Can I say what I'm going to say now?
Yes, you definitely can.
Do you think people are really listening to us talk about the methodology behind a perfect dap?
I would hope so. I hope that they listen to this and they go, I wonder who I have hit the cleanest dap with. Maybe
That's what
I
I'm
should
saying.
find someone.
Like,
It piques,
it dap
piques some
cleanly.
interest.
How
peaks.
many minutes have we been talking about high five?
Shitting ourselves in daps. What are we at right now?
Oh, God.
Nathan's on his phone.
Okay, guys.
minutes.
36 minutes of
yeah.
daps and shits.
Okay, guys. So, future of 3 dudes. That's what we started this with.
So the future of 3 dudes. Wow, I'd love.
So
We're
3
going to
dudes.
dap all of you up and then shit on you.
So we talked about merch.
merch.
At this point, I don't know when this episode comes out, but eventually we're gonna have merch. Hopefully you guys are running around wearing it at this point.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, I mean, because
Like little
really,
chickens.
the end of the day is to, I mean, hopefully go full time in this would be cool.
Fuck,
You know
That's
what I mean?
everybody. Yeah.
God,
I think
nice.
everybody sitting here, including our peanut gallery,
Goose in the corner.
Goose Gossage,
Ike Keating's over there.
the unsung hero, Nathan Couture. We love him dearly because he does a lot for this. He really
He
does.
does.
He throws me a beer.
As much as we give him shit for, we love him.
We have to chirp him because it's
Undoubtedly.
part of the show.
yeah.
That's how we
But
are.
I think everybody's goal here is to be able to have this blow up enough and to like
Yeah.
be able to support us.
And I think even
long
if it
term.
takes us 10 years,
Right. I'll keep doing this for whenever.
10 years is 500 episodes,
That's wild.
520 episodes. Actually.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think
That's 10
after
years.
10 years of doing this, like, I think the consistency and the grind almost makes you like be able to have this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a stat that says 90% of podcasts don't get to episode 20. And after episode 20, I think like another percentage don't even get to. I can't
Yeah, like
remember the
maybe
status,
like
but
yeah, it's like maybe 20% get to episode 20 and then like 3% get to episode 50.
Yeah. So
Something
we're
like that.
we're coming up on episode, well, by this point we'll be
Past
knows?
episode
There.
20. We'll be
Who
way
knows?
past
we're
episode
filming
20.
this in between episodes 17 and 18. So by the time this comes out, we'll be way past 20 and we'll be a part of that 10%, that 5-10%.
Possibly. We don't
Dude,
we don't know when we're dropping this episode.
Well, it
But
will not
I think
be,
like it would
it'll
take
be after
some
episode 20.
very wild shit for us to not have this air past episode 20.
Well, that's I mean it's we're only dropping this because one of us couldn't make it to a Sunday podcast.
Or
Yeah.
we just it's a good time to drop it.
No. Or a
No.
bonus episode maybe, but
That's what I mean.
Maybe, yeah, but I mean that's the thing is that I mean it's on the back burner because
it's a safety net.
I go to Indiana on holidays because that's where my dad's from. That's where
yeah,
all my
if you've never
family's-
heard this
all my
before,
other side of my family lives in Indiana.
North Dakota and Indiana are across the country from each other.
You
Somewhat
can
to
take a
speak.
train to get there too.
Yeah,
I heard.
and it
fun.
takes. Yeah, you got to get trained on to get there.
Oh yeah.
So going 3 dudes full time, that would be crazy, hey?
I would
That's
love
what-
that. I would love that completely. I
And
mean,
of course-
the fact that I could not both sweat my ass off in the summer and then freeze my ass off in the winter and do manual labor,
Yeah,
and I could just as a living sit on this couch and do this
one day a week.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, that was my next question gonna be. If we go full time 3 dudes, do you think we would still be dropping an episode just once a week, or would we
Yes.
do like twice a week?
I think we do once a week, but it becomes
think an
more than a
episode-
once a week type of
Endeavor.
accumulation of us.
I think an episode once a week, probably for the episode listeners, the people that can tune into a live. Maybe we do a live. We dedicate
Yeah.
we dedicate one day out of the week to do like a 2, 3, 4 hour live.
So like
maybe.
Wednesdays we do like a 4-hour live
Like,
stream.
do you mean
Yeah.
like live? Oh, okay, live stream, not
Yeah.
like a live episode where we have people in person.
No.
No, I'm talking like what we just did.
That's maybe like a once in
And
a
I'm
while.
thinking, I know we talked about this before, but doing an episode, or not an episode, but content that's not generally us sitting on the couch filming a podcast episode on a certain topic, but doing other things. So I don't know if you guys have seen the
Like
YouTube channel.
building a snowman. or
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
random
yeah.
shit.
So have you seen the YouTube channel Yes Theory?
I know what you're talking about.
So they pretty much have content where they go do crazy things. Like we're going to try to break into the Playboy Mansion. Obviously that's a little crazy, but their whole thing is they say yes to everything.
Yeah.
They just go do things to experience life.
Is it like
where I
people
could see
that
us creating-
comment? Like they say, we want you to go.
I don't know what. I think a lot of it's their own formulated
Okay.
ideas. But I think a lot of it, we could create content around, like we said when we were filming this before, Liam, it's just us, a vlog. Liam's teaching us how to make a steak, or there's a silent library type thing, or there's,
golf.
Easton teaching how to play craps.
Us 3 dudes golf episode would be sick.
Journey,
Yeah. So it's like, like a vlog of like
And we're not even good at golf by any means.
And all of it stems around us as personalities and being people that you enjoy watching. Yeah. And hearing the commentary between us when we shank one into the woods, whatever it might be.
That would be some of the greatest commentary.
Fuck yeah.
When do you guys think we should start creating content like that?
Well, it's winter now, so.
I mean,
not
but
specifically
golf.
golf
We could
content.
still
We could do
rip an episode like on
steak
cooking dinner or like I don't even know, like my MTV Cribs type tour.
Yeah.
Like
we could even do
that.
We could even break into the non-episode videos just by like a podcast set tour type thing. I know we filmed one of those for TikTok one time. We never
like
posted
a short. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
an
like a
hour and a half.
It's a
maybe
4-minute
20-minute
video
or
describing
that.
here's our process. Okay, here's the set. Here's what we do. We show up on Sundays. We we grab a beer, whatever it might be, set up the lights, and then just kind of riff.
Or anyone listening to this, whenever it drops, if you're interested in some aspect of the process or you want us to see us do something, fucking tell us.
Yeah, because we just had an
we'll do it.
episode.
Who gives a fuck?
We just
We'll
had a
do it.
live, and a lot of people were giving us suggestions like, "Hey, do a dating show type thing, like a blind date, and vlog it, and then do a silent library type thing, or do, what are your thoughts on? I can't remember what Jada said. What are your thoughts on Kardashians moving to Hulu?
That's a crazy one.
Yeah,
that is so out
Who
of
asked
connection
that?
with
Do you
me.
remember? Whoever.
My sister, yeah.
Your sister asked that?
Yeah.
She's
Okay, your sister's a smart girl. She's got to know that we don't know what the fuck that really entails.
I don't know.
Speak for yourself, man. I studied the Hulu shows.
Yeah, like
You know
I'm
that
up to date with Hulu, but like when people switch television providers, like I don't
I didn't
give
know
a
that
fuck
either.
or know anything about that.
But just creating content around the brand. Three
Right.
Dudes as a brand. Creating it more
Dude,
as a
like-
brand than a podcast.
Even like let's like me or you, like we don't do the same thing for work, but generally like we're both in the construction industry.
Remotely.
Like even if we had like clips of that, like this is what we're doing today at work.
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
That doesn't sound anything relative to the 3 dudes.
Dude, I see videos on
I'm sorry, bro.
TikTok.
That was mean. That was mean of me.
I don't even want to go on now.
With life?
No.
I don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to be around. But I was just like, yeah, I've seen the dumbest like follow me through a day of work shit on TikTok, and it blows up.
Yeah,
for like
but
fucking 500,000.
I'd say we do that through like follow me through a day of 3 dudes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
we
but the day of
vlog.
3 dudes is me and Broden show up to your house here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
but even if it's
it
even
gets
though
more
you're here for
personable
4 or
for
5
us.
hours, you're here for 4 or 5 hours. You guys walk in, you sit on the couch, we have a couple drinks, we talk about
whatever we're going to talk
Phil,
about.
yeah,
Phil
whatever
me
you
getting
talk
ready
about.
for 3 dudes.
Yeah,
I
the
just got out of the
football
shower.
game.
I took the nastiest shit of my life.
Broden's
I
back to the shit. He's like, can we talk about shit some more? Actually,
Please.
I've been waiting to segue into this.
By the way,
I just finished watching the 325 football game on Sunday.
Yeah,
Like now I'm over at Benny's house and
I'm doing some notes,
and
then
I'm asking how much alcohol they want in their mixie. And
but like
Welcome
stuff
to
like that. Like if people that really listen to the show and they really care about the show, they like content like that too.
I absolutely agree.
And that's one thing I've learned through creating content and posting on the internet is that the avid listeners, it might sound stupid to the people that have never heard of the show, but the avid listeners that enjoy seeing everything you post and they watch all your TikToks and all your reels and all your shorts and all the episodes, they like content like that too. So that's really who we're creating
Because they want to
for.
feel connected.
Yeah, that's really who we're creating for.
That's why I think like I've heard from a couple people that like they're like, I wish you guys wouldn't talk about comments so much. But it's like, no, we want our people who listen to it, we want them to feel
People
a
that-
part
yeah.
of this because
exactly.
they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
you
our
take the time
show.
out of your day to leave a comment.
Right. But like it's not our show without our viewers.
Yeah, we want to acknowledge the people that are actually supporting the show.
Right. And like I want to know what people who are watching think.
Yeah.
Like what they think about our show or like what they think about our topic that we're talking about.
So here's a little insight into the people that listen to the show. How would you describe our personalities on the show based to our personalities in real life?
Yeah, because that's what I've heard
If
too,
you-
is that it's so vastly different because obviously we censor ourselves for the most part, because I know at least me and
Not a ton,
Broden
though.
not a ton, but I know you obviously have a reputation to uphold because you do creative media, you do commercials for people around Minot. You have a professional aspect to your name,
to your online personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me and
which is
Broden, it
respectable.
really doesn't matter to us because it doesn't pertain to our lives.
Just about anything we want.
Yeah, and it wouldn't matter to us, but I mean,
Yeah.
we
I
wanna
mean, there's
stay
things we
clean.
say, but we say a lot of it. It's just a lot of the jokes that you make.
Do you guys have people say that like you're like, I didn't know you were like this on the podcast, or like I didn't know you were?
No, I think majority of people that know me that know that I'm an idiot and say stuff like
See,
this.
like, I've had so many people look at me and say, I didn't know you knew that much about anything. Like,
Well, I still think
people
that,
look
and I'm
at
a
me and
host on the
say,
show.
yes, people look at me and they say, I didn't know you like had that much
Brain
info
capacity
in your brain.
Yeah,
Well, me and Liam look at each other and think, who the fuck is this guy?
fucking guy,
Yeah, like,
this
and
almanac
I've had-
over here.
Yeah.
I've had so many people say that to me. Where it's like, I had no idea you were that smart. I'm like, I'm not fucking smart.
So, Broden, I agree. Some people came up to me. They don't say much about how I act on the podcast versus real life because usually I try to keep it pretty natural. But, Broden, I feel like in real life, you're kind of like you keep to yourself in the workplace. I assume I've never worked with you.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm
But-
very quiet in the workplace.
Yeah,
Besides
but-
with like the people that I specifically work with on a daily basis.
Yeah, but when you're at the bar and you're with friends and we're at the Super Bowl party and you pass out and fall asleep and all that stuff.
Because I'm
That's
wild.
yeah, but like that obviously you're comfortable with those people and you make jokes and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is funny creating the podcast and then people are like, "Oh, I didn't know he was like that." And now you know that we're funny guys.
Well, that's I think for me, like there is a fine line that I draw between people that I am very comfortable with and the people that I am not like that with.
Yeah.
And there is a big difference between this version of myself that those
two different people,
see.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now they just get to see you live on the internet.
And then they see
is
me live on the internet and they go,
You go to
"Holy
work
shit."
and you're like, "What are
And
you?"
they're like, I'm so glad I don't know him like that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because
But that's so
that is
different too.
Guys,
yeah.
one,
I mean, the way that you act now. I mean, there's the same.
There's
There's for me. I mean, the
probably-
people that I first meet, I probably don't say more than 5 words to them. I go, "Nice to meet you,"
And I
Because-
don't
because
prefer to.
I'm gauging.
Depends
I'm
if
gauging the audience.
depends if I feel like I want
I-
to meet them and know them more though.
I think that's part of the reason why I'm so quiet around new people is I love to get a feel for people and see what they're like and almost measure them out before I do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I judge people based on their cover, which people say not to judge a book based on the cover. But I like if someone introduces me to someone, judge is a bad word. I don't judge them, but I decide in that instant whether I want to know this person more and kind of engage in conversation, or if I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You guys do that?
You figured out relatively quick. Well,
Based on their interactions coming towards you. So like
Yes.
guy or girl,
Yep.
if it's a guy, seems like a cool guy, like someone I could be friends with,
yeah.
I'll engage with them a little more. If it's a girl, she's good looking, I want to talk to her a little bit more, get to know her, then I'll talk to her a little bit more. But, if it's someone I'm like, I don't really want to be
That's
friends with
where-
you, I'm not attracted to you.
That's where the old how would you rob a bank question comes from.
Yeah.
Whether you say it to anybody, it gets a gauge for how people think as a person.
And it's not based on, I'd use it based on whether or not you're not an intelligent person, but a person that I would enjoy having more conversation with.
Like your creativity.
But even if it's guys that I meet at the bar, it's not necessarily girls. I ask them the same question because if you can give me a good answer, then then I might want to be friends with you or hang out with you. I think you're cool.
So like the first few times I was with you and you asked people that, like I just thought like this guy's just trying to make conversation. And then you explained it to me.
Yeah.
Like here's why I asked that. Because I was making fun of you for it.
Yeah, you're like, why are you asking people
I was
that?
like, that's so stupid. And then I realized, then you told me, I was like, you know what? That's actually a fantastic way to get a gauge for people on like, not only like how creative they are, but like just like their outlook on life, their
and the
view
things
on
they
stuff.
value.
Because you could almost stretch it out on how they say they're going to do it to like how they live life on a daily basis.
Another question I have is if you were in a relationship with somebody and you had to decide, you had a living room and you guys had to collectively decide how big of a TV should I put on this wall?
Yep.
That determines what you value. Do you value watching TV? Do you like movies? Do you like shows? Or, maybe you don't. Maybe you like to go out and you be adventurous. Obviously, it's not asking the question directly, but you can infer on what these people really value.
You can get a slight gauge on it.
Yeah, or
like
if you ask
a baseline reading.
Yeah, another question is like, hey, if you were to play pool, do you like solids? Would you rather have solids or stripes? You can infer that however you want, but
That's
it's like
way different.
the way they answer it.
Because solids and stripes is based on chance. There's even odds there.
Off of what you like to hit.
Talk in the mic.
You don't base solids or stripes off what you like to hit. You base it off of what kind of shot you can line up next.
No,
Or
but
how
the
many
question
balls
is,
went in off the break.
no, here's the thing. There's no balls in. Here's the question. There's no balls in any of the holes. Solid stripes, they all got the same balls on the table. If you could pick one or the other, which would you rather be, solids or stripes? And it doesn't matter what they answer. It's their why. Why are you picking stripes?
Why am I picking? I picked stripes
solids?
because I saw that there was 3 stripe balls closer to holes than more
So that
solids.
answer, I would say, okay.
That's a logistical type of
so
thinking
that
person.
answer, I would think Broden's a logistical person. He goes into scenarios thinking of the logistical options on how to make his decisions. If someone says, oh, I like solids because I really like the colorful, you know what I mean? Then you
Right.
look at that person
They're all
as,
the same.
okay, this person values more of the creative and the fun side, and they like colors and they like artsy stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Different
on
ways
the
to
same
infer.
token.
Yeah,
I don't give a
absolutely.
fuck about solids and stripes or pool at all. It's the question and how you phrase it, the framework into
Yeah.
getting the answer. How are you getting this person? You know what I mean?
That's a good.
That's how I look at
very
it.
good point. I really enjoy that.
And these
actually.
questions mean literally nothing. Rob a bank? No one's ever going to rob a bank. But if you had to,
That's how you.
Okay,
Yeah, that's,
no,
it's
but-
how you
yeah.
answer. It's how you think.
Some
You
people are
logical
going to rob a
aspect.
bank.
Yeah.
Most of the people you ask, probably not. But
if they're like, I've already done it, then I'm like, no, I really
no,
want to talk to
how
you.
would you rob a bank? You go, and they go, here's how I did rob.
Yeah.
this
yeah.
bank.
Wait,
Holy
do you mean how
fuck.
did I? So all these questions don't really care about the answer. It's just really how they're phrasing things.
What is the answer that tells you everything about them?
Yeah. And that's why it's,
Not everything.
Or what's the answer you would prefer to hear?
yeah.
Like if you're talking to like a girl that you're maybe thinking of for a relationship aspect.
Yeah.
What's the answer you would prefer to hear? Easton asks very subliminal, hard thought out questions that may not seem like much, but he judges the shit out of you on your answer.
Oh, and the questions already, like I'm getting more ridiculous as I talk, as I work through the
more
questions.
than Minneapolis, the bank robbing questions. They've gotten worse.
Yeah, dude, like I'll
What's
ask
the
some
last
crazy
one
stuff.
that you asked?
I can't remember. I was in Fargo a couple weeks ago. My buddies from Canada came down. I was like, gun to your head. You have to go somewhere right now. Start a new life. You need a new alias, a new name, everything. Right? So like you have no money. Your name is burned. You're on the blacklist, whatever it is. You have to go to a new country, a new place, whatever it is. You have to pick a new name, pick a new profession. What are you doing? And then they give their answer. That's probably the craziest one I think I can remember lately. But I try to just pick out the most crazy things I can think of that come to my brain. And a lot of them are like, would you rathers? Like just insane would you rather that make no sense. Would you rather chew on that carpet or would you rather,
You know what I think?
lick every square inch of that wall?
One
It's
of
like,
my
why?
favorite questions is for that. Like, if right now I have a gun to your head, you have to call somebody and they have to answer. Who do you pick?
Yeah.
Because it's like
Who's gonna-
whoever they
yeah.
pick and they're like they call and they answer. It's like
That
now
person
you
cares
know-
about you.
Yeah, you know who they value and who values them as a person.
Yeah. Which I don't even know who I'd.
100%. I know exactly. I'm picking this motherfucker because every time I call him, he answers no matter what. Even if it's the middle of the workday, I know I can count on him to answer.
I can't count on you. I've heard your voicemail far too many times.
Dude,
Oh
my
my
voice-
god, your voicemail pisses me off so much.
and you know
It's from 2007.
Oh, change your
dude,
voicemail,
I
dude.
dread answering the phone, whether it's a FaceTime.
message.
Absolutely,
I've told you so
dread
many
talking
times.
on the phone.
I hear you. I do too. I don't really like it. And that's one thing about
that's
business.
why I don't call people. Is because it's like I hate it, so I don't want anybody else to
Yeah.
experience that. But talking on the phone is such a chore, especially when it's like you call me.
A chore.
Yeah, that's what I think about it.
Go
It's
rake
a
the
chore.
yard. I'd rather talk on the phone.
I would rather rake the yard.
There you go.
I did this weekend. I used the lawnmower. I gotta admit to you, I used the lawnmower to bag all those leaves.
But no,
I
yeah,
don't
it's,
give a fuck what you did. As long
I
as you
think
fucking
it's-
leaves out of the yard.
I think it's really fun to ask people crazy questions because a lot of the time, like, oh, that's so random. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Not really.
It's not. It's so
random,
strategical.
but when like on a deeper level, it is.
Yeah. And that's why I enjoy it, man. And that's why I'm trying to formulate crazier questions by the day. And honestly, when it's so much of a, not a confidence boost, but if you go into situations like that, being nervous and anxious and stuff like that, it's better to have these ridiculous questions because it's such an icebreaker because no one's ever asked them or approached them in that
Yeah.
way.
Or like,
If
what
you-
was that game that you sent me on like TikTok or something like that, where go up to a girl and you and your buddies keep a tally on how many times you've been rejected.
Yeah. And every night
so
you have
go
to.
in there, you try to get rejected.
Yeah.
And then so that's the only aspect. So you don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. So you and your buddy, you go to the bar.
Trying to make a mess out of yourself. Almost.
You go to the bar one night and you say, we're going to see how many times we can get rejected tonight. The winner wins whatever, bragging rights.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Free
I got
drinks the next
rejected.
night.
Yeah, I got 17 people turn me down. But that's just going to grow that
I think once you get
confidence.
to 17 though, you go, oh, free drinks.
Damn.
Free drinks start to like,
Start to hate myself a little bit.
yeah, like rejection starts to outweigh the free drinks. You're
Yeah.
like, I got rejected that many times.
Dude, I think it's a
there was
numbers
only
game, though.
15 girls in the bar and I got rejected 17 times.
To two of them twice. One thing I've learned, always have an escape plan,
Yep.
which is like, that may be thinking into it a little bit too much, but always just have a line you're ready to say. The one I use is, okay, I'm going to go back. I got to go back and hang out with my friends, or I got to go say,
absolutely.
yeah. And then you're out, you know?
Yeah.
Don't sit there too long. You're like, I got to keep making conversation. No, if it starts getting weird, just
A good
bounce.
one is just a fake ass phone call.
Yeah,
Like you literally just pull you literally just pull your phone out and you go, oh, and then you know what I mean?
I mean, if you really had to escape, I would see that. I would definitely say that, how that's applicable.
I've never used that one.
But I mean, if you
I never use them.
why do you watch the next episode of a show?
Cliffhanger.
Because it's a cliffhanger. So if you walk up to a girl and say, hey, I think you're really beautiful, this and that, and then say, all right, that was cool. See you later. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? And then the entire night, they see you, they recognize you the entire rest
Dude,
of the
that's
night.
a-
Because
next
that's
time
the
they
guy
see you?
that came up. Yeah, every
That's a
single
Drake
time.
and Josh episode. If you guys remember that, when they have a competition to see who gets the most dates in a week.
Okay.
Really?
And if you guys remember that show, Drake always pulls the girls, right?
Yeah.
And always has girlfriends, and then Josh never pulls girls.
Yeah.
And then so the mom on the show, I can't remember her name right now, but
Carrie.
no,
I don't know.
Karen.
no,
I don't know.
it's
Gareth.
no.
Carson.
Okay, anyways, should,
Let's keep guessing.
she takes Josh out to the movie theater and like tries to give him tips on picking up girls.
Yep.
And she goes, I want you to go up to this girl and just compliment her and just walk away.
Yeah.
He compliments her.
I do remember this
Yeah,
episode.
and he just compliments her on the shoes. Obviously, it's a TV show, so who knows how well this works.
Yeah. They probably wrote it. They
Yes.
scripted that.
I mean, it's probably pretty close.
They actually didn't. It was just live TV.
Yeah,
But
they just
she
captured
goes,
it live.
Go up to her, compliment her, and walk away. He goes up. He says, I really like your shoes. I think they're really nice. And just walks away. And then she comes up and she's like, you just complimented me and didn't even try to hit on me, and gives him his number.
Boom.
Yeah. Which it's a cool
It's a cool
what's the word?
fantasy that I'm
Did you lose Mike?
okay
Oh, we
for a
got
second. I
headphones?
did. Yeah.
My headphones only work in my right ear. I'm just battling.
But
through
it's
it.
like it's a cool fantasy.
Yeah,
that you
well,
would
it's like
love
a-
to think would happen.
If I want to impress a girl tonight, I will go out in jeans instead of sweatpants.
Yeah.
So
I'm wearing a jacket.
That's the
I'm
story
wearing a
of my
jacket
life
today.
because I've never went out in jeans.
Exactly.
I always go out in sweatpants.
Dude, so comfortable.
I just don't
Any-
give a shit.
Anytime I go in public, man, I'm always best show. You never know if you're gonna make it, and that's especially when I go to like grocery stores.
you
or whatever.
you have a good wardrobe.
Thank you,
Both
man.
of you
Thank
too,
you.
actually.
I do if I decide to, but that's I think I draw the line to where if you're not gonna like me when I'm at my low, you don't deserve me at my high. You know?
I think that's my MO. Is like I go out dressed like in sweatpants and sweats because it's like if you don't like me right now, trust
here's
me,
the thing.
you're not gonna like me anywhere else.
But here's the thing, bro. You have good style. You hide it.
Yeah.
He's once a month he'll pop up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Look at those clothes.
Yeah.
In my closet. Just decided to wear them tonight. So
Yeah.
yeah. Just a
I
couple
might
dudes, just
have
look
them.
at-
I don't know. I don't feel like I do, but maybe I do. I don't know.
Oh, you do.
There's a few
couple
outfits
times.
maybe that I have where
There's
it's
a couple
like,
times you're walking around. I'm like, that guy looks like he put those clothes on purpose today.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
that happens once every few months.
Well, yeah,
That's
exactly.
a summer solstice right there.
Summer solstice. Nathan, what are we out for time on this episode?
$1.11.
That's
Buck 11.
probably
What do you got? Any more notes on that thing? What else you got to talk about?
Just some stupid Powerball. There's a 1.9 billion Powerball. I just want to know if you guys buy
okay.
lottery
Here's
tickets.
here's another
that's-
good baseline question since we were talking about it is if you won the lottery for $1 billion, like if
Oof, too long of a conversation. We can't get into. What are we gonna do with it?
I could
Yeah,
sum
what
it up.
would you
We
do
talked
with it?
about this once before.
Yeah, you won't see me tomorrow. Tell you that.
I tell you one thing is I would be buying so much land.
Tell you one thing. I'd be in Vegas within 5 hours.
So what an idiot move. What do you mean?
$1.9 billion.
Yeah, and then what?
He's not
go
gonna
lose it,
spend
and then
all
go
of
lose
it.
it all, or what?
No,
If I spend 1.9
only
billion in
0.9
Vegas,
of it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay,
There's,
well
there's a
let's be
there's
realistic.
an order of events. There's an
Okay,
order of events here.
1.9 billion translates to like 500 million after taxes. So
no
what do you
way.
get?
There's
Yes,
no way they're taking that
the
much.
Powerball I
Yes,
just saw.
they take a
I just
lot.
saw the 1.6 billion Powerball brought home with the cash buyout for the one-time payment like 400 and some million. They are
no
taking
fucking chance of taking
1.2
70%.
billion. They are
way.
taking that much. I just saw it online today.
I
They're
would- I
taking
would-
that much.
I wouldn't.
Dude, what is the
I wouldn't
look
take
it
the
up,
one-time
Nathan.
cash buyout. I wouldn't pay
So
taxes.
you
on
would
it.
take
I wouldn't let him take the taxes out.
$5,000 a week for the next 40 years.
No,
or
I wouldn't let
whatever
him
it
take
is.
taxes out. I said, give me it all. I'll figure out the taxes.
No, that's what they do.
Yeah, but you have an option, I think.
I don't think you do. I think you either get the buyout,
Either way,
which
I'm
has all the
going-
taxes, or you take the weekly payment that has less taxes.
All right, let's say I have 500 million. Then I'm
500
going,
million.
I'm going to Vegas with $1 million.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
a
And if you
million?
think that's crazy, then
no,
whatever.
I think I
You know
was
how much-
expecting like two and 100 million out of
Dude.
5 million. That's what I was expecting you to say.
even if I have 5 million, which is on the heavy end, do you know how much fun I could have in Vegas for 5 million? You know how many?
Do you know
I'd
how
go to-
much fun I could have in Vegas with a
100,000.
couple 100,000?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
100,000.
Even if I had $100,000 in Vegas, I'd still play a $15 craps table.
Yep.
Fucking, it's the feeling's all the same.
And instead of playing $1 on the slot machines, I just go to like $5 slot machines.
Yeah. Or you just max bet.
Yeah,
Feeling's all the same. Exactly.
like
well, that's. I mean, that's. I didn't mean to like sewer you right there with that fucking answer.
Yeah.
But I've been like, in the order of events, and that's the first thing you choose. I was like, questionable, because for me, it's like, okay, I just got this lump sum of money. Okay, I have a mortgage on my house right now. House paid off.
yeah, I'm probably
Boom.
hiring a bodyguard.
I'm taking. I'm taking care of other things first, different aspects before I go say,
Changing your
I got,
pants
I got this much money. I'm gonna go fucking
after you just shit yourself after hitting
exactly. After I hit the
1.9
Powerball,
billion.
I
Or
will
just hitting the
absolutely-
goal-
I'll probably
hitting the tee
throw
shot
up.
on the
I
15th.
I would throw up.
Yeah,
I think the first thing I do is pay off all my parents' shit.
yeah.
Honestly, like I pay off their house, their cars. What you know what I mean? Like
I'd
whatever.
probably get my parents into deeper
Like my
debt if I could.
family.
Put their name down on a different
Yeah,
mortgage.
yeah. I'd buy some, forge their signature on like a
Yeah.
$5 billion house. I mean, I can afford it.
Didn't you guys want a
Yeah,
house down in Florida? I got no microphone right now.
yeah. Are you hitting it with your belly there? All right, there
I
you
don't
go.
know. How's that?
What'd
There you go,
say?
you're
Okay,
better now.
what-
Better?
Yeah, you're good.
you would
Alright.
buy what?
I didn't say
$5 million house down in Florida.
Yeah.
What you said, yeah.
I had to tell my Tell
No,
my
I
mom
wouldn't. I'd pay off my parents' stuff. I'd give them enough money to just do whatever.
Fuck
They could
off
quit
for
their
life.
job and just do
Yeah.
whatever they want. My sisters, I'd probably give them enough money to just enjoy
Pay
life.
for college
Yeah.
since your
Yeah.
sisters are that
Yeah.
young.
And then obviously not Braxton. She's 13.
Well, you'd give her a college fund.
Well, she
You'd
could live
like
with
to-
my parents, and then I'll figure her
Like
shit out when she's
I'd
5
probably
years
do
old.
that for like my niece and nephew. Like
Yeah.
you know, put away money for them because I only have 2 of them. Why wouldn't I if I had that much money?
Dude, and
Yeah.
honestly, if you have $500 million, you could take $2 million of it, pay off everyone's debt in your
Yeah.
whole family, not even immediate family, just everyone's.
Yeah,
Just be like,
at
all
least for my family,
Enjoy life, guys.
probably because a lot of them are poor.
Yeah, which is, and that's, and you'd have so much money left over to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd do that. And I'd probably upgrade our podcast set.
Yeah, please.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe chairs
This is
instead
the
of a
best
couch.
one.
Maybe no,
Maybe
I'd keep
chairs.
your ass on a couch.
No,
Fuck
he
you.
gets a couch and me and
You guys
Benny
are on the
still
lawn
in the
chairs.
corners. In
But
chairs.
yeah, I mean that's what I do.
But no, I mean once you have that money is not making you money. You gotta. There's more.
But I think at
invest
what
it.
point,
Invest
how
it
much
yourself.
money do you have to where you don't need money to make you money? You could just have that money and live off of it forever. I think 500 million is plenty to be able to not have that money make you money.
Good. Yeah. Generational wealth though. You have this opportunity. You have this much money. You're not gonna do anything with it when
I'm
you
not
die.
going to spend 500 million in a lifetime.
So if I have 60 years times 12 months, 720 months. Okay. 720 months and I got $500 million divided by 720. I get paid $694,000 a month before it's gone.
That's how much you got to spend?
For 60 years, I could get paid $694,000 a month out of the $500 million. Obviously, you're not going to do that, but that's how much it would last you if you didn't
to spend
have it make you more money.
$700,000 a month for the rest of your life for 60 years.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
I'm
going to go buy lottery tickets tomorrow, I think.
Just keep going.
And you know what?
Why
You
not?
told me not too long ago that the lottery was a stupid people tax.
It is.
It is 100%, but I'm fucking dumb.
But man, am I dumb. All right, guys, let's cut the episode here, hey?
Yeah.
I'm going to pee my pants, and we're probably at about a minute or hour 20. So.
Why not? Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to this nonsense. This is a filler episode. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Leave a comment if you want to bullshit on some other kind of episode.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to hear something
And
specific.
by the time this is out,
who knows where we'll be.
yeah, let us know if you bought merch by now. Hopefully we had merch out by this point.
Yeah. Rating and a review that really bumps us up in the algorithm, shows our podcast to new people. That's really what we're here for. And we appreciate all of you listening. You know, everyone from the beginning. This is something we don't look over. We notice everybody that's watching.
It means
so.
a lot to the four of us, actually.
Yeah, 4 of us.
Nathan, the unsung hero.
Goose cares too.
But yeah, it does mean a lot to us. We appreciate you guys. Go follow us on TikTok, Twitter. It's all in the bio.
Follow us there. All right. That was the nonsense episode. We'll see you guys next week for episode, whatever the episode is.
And we're out.